By now, we've all heard about the record-breaking drought in California. The state is heading into its fourth year of bone-dry conditions with little liquid relief in sight. And now, for the first time in California's history, the governor has ordered mandatory water use reductions, saying the state's drought has reached near-crisis proportions after a winter of record-low snowfalls. The state will impose a 25% reduction on the 400 local water supply agencies over the coming year, and the impacts will be great, affecting homeowners, farms, and businesses. But desperate times call for desperate measures. High temperatures, little rain, and historically low snowpack have left the state with dwindling water reserves. The situation is so bad, one NASA scientist said that California has only a year of water left in its reservoirs, although the Metropolitan Water District clarified, saying that stored water could last 3 years with prudent conservation. Still, that's only 3 years, and officials have to find ways to cope with the drought right now. Now, the first step is household water rationing. California already has one of the lowest water consumption averages in America at 150 gallons per day. But that number will have to drop, and the best way to do that is price rationing. Go over the limit and you'll be charged a hefty fee. But restricting residential water is only 20% of the battle. Agriculture uses up the other 80% of the state's water supplies. Last year, the water shortage forced farmers to abandon 400,000 acres of cropland, with over 1 million acres unplanted this year. Ultimately, the government may have to take water away from farms and give it to the public for basic health and sanitation. So in the longer term, California might have to focus on its other great export, technology. Methods like desalination, stormwater capture, and wastewater recycling will likely be the way for the future, but that may take years to implement, and California doesn't have that kind of time. The latest restrictions represent a cultural and lifestyle change. Green gardens and lawns may just be a thing of the past. Meanwhile, the rest of the West Coast will be watching how California deals with this crisis closely. The same weather patterns have begun affecting the Pacific Northwest. Though not as dire, a drought emergency has been declared for 3 regions in the state of Washington, and more than half of the state's watersheds are expected to receive less than 75% of their normal water supplies this year. As for BC, just north of the border, we too are watching our reservoirs closely after the same record dry winter for snowfall. And now, you're Science Smart. If you have a science question on your mind, send me a tweet and I'll try to get it answered.